everybody. Thanks for stopping by today. We are going to do a live yoga video for you today. It's going to incorporate a little bit of strength movements, some balancing, and at the end we're going to finish off with some nice stretches. So go ahead and follow along, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so we're going to start off in plank position, and we're just going to go through a nice vinyasa flow. So I'm just going to start right off of here. I'm going to warm up my hips just a little bit. So get your knees off the ground. Really start to work to make sure that your stomach's tilted in. Go back and forth on the tips of the toes. You want to go back and forth about 10 times. And then we're going to go straight to downward dog. I'm going to stay here for just a couple of minutes here. Not a couple, maybe 1 minute. Go on your tippy toes and back down. Go up on your tippy toes again and down. When I first started doing yoga, I really struggled with the breathing aspect of it. You know, trying to keep track of my breath. And that's so true with yoga. I feel like I'm a lot better now that I am able to focus on the intention of what I'm actually trying to accomplish. Alright, now that we're kind of warmed up here, let's go ahead and go back to plank. And then go back to downward dog. And again. And forward to plank again. And back to downward dog. And plank. And downward dog. So I'm really warmed up already. So we're going to jump straight into the vinyasa. So you're going to bring both your feet, your ankles together. I'm going to lift my right leg up to the ceiling. Hold for a couple of seconds. Swing it through. And right as I'm in this kind of weird lunge position, I'm going to then lift my hips into the air, then put my foot down. Let's rest our fingertips right on the ground. Try and get this back leg as straight as you can. And don't rest your fingertips on the ground, just lightly keep yourself balanced. If you need a yoga block, go ahead and grab one now. We're going to go straight up to crescent pose. And hold. Keep your hips forward, your front leg at a 90-degree angle. Use the back leg just as much as the front. Arms are strong. And back down. Alright, now that we're back into plank, let's go straight to downward dog again. Breathe for 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your ankles together. Left foot up into the air. Feel that nice stretch down the back of your leg. Swing it forward. Now, stay in this lunge position. We're going to lift our hips and flip forward. And crescent pose. Well, let's go back down and hold it here for just a minute on the fingertips. And lift up to crescent pose. Activate your stomach here. Your butt, your hips, quads, everything. Everything works all together. And go down. Back to plank. Downward dog. All right, let's go back again. Feet together. Raise your right leg to the sky. Feel that nice stretch, the back of the calf. And swing all the way through. Lift the hip. And then put your foot right back. Then we're going to straighten out. Bring both of your hands underneath your face. Now we're going to turn on to the side of our foot. And raise your hand in the air. Beginners, place your foot here. Intermediate, here and here. And advanced, there. Advanced is probably where you can grab your foot and hold it up in the air. I'm not quite there yet. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, go back to plank and downward dog. You should be warmed up really good by now. Take a couple of breaths. All right, heels together. Float the left heel to the sky. Bring into your high lunge. Hips up, hold, and back. Straighten. Bring your hands together under your face and go to the right side of the foot. And hold where you're comfortable. You want to challenge yourself, obviously, but you want to find a nice, perfect spot where you're challenged, but you're not frustrated because you're overdoing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to plank and downward dog. Now to get the arms going a little bit, we're going to go straight. We're going to do a little bit more of type of regular vinyasa. So we're going to go from downward dog right into plank. Hold for a couple seconds here. And then you're going to slowly lower down. Hovering above the ground for a couple seconds. Then you can rest your chest down, unfold your toes, and then push up to downward dog. If you want to, lift those knees off the ground as best you can. You can look upward or forward and hold. And back to downward dog. Okay, we're going to do that same thing 2 more times. Plank, lower down slowly, hover above the air at the bottom and down, and upward dog. And then downward dog. And let's do that one more time. Forward into plank, lower down slowly, hover above the ground, and release, upward dog. If you need to go to your knees for the push-up, you're more than welcome to. And downward dog. Good job, guys. All right. Let's bring our ankles together. Float the right heel into the heavens. Swing it through all the way into a lunge. And then right here, I'm going to scooch back just a little. There we go. From here, I'm going to lean all my weight into this front foot here. And I'm going to bend this back knee just slightly and push my way up. Just like that. I don't make yoga look pretty, I'm gonna be honest with you. But what matters is that we're both here, we're both doing it, and we're both trying our best. Now here, I'm gonna bring my right hand right next to my foot pinky toe here. I'm gonna open up my hips sideways and try my best to do the half moon pose. Hold this position, breathe. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your left arm down. Square up your hips and fall right back into your lunge. Arms down and plank. Let's go down to a push-up and upward dog. And downward dog. And hold. Downward dog is your happy place. So really enjoy it. This is where you get to take a nice little break. Break is short though, so we're going to keep going. Ankles together. We're going to bring our left foot to the sky and swing it all the way through to our lunge. Get nice and low. Lean a little bit forward on that front foot. Bend your leg and give yourself a little hop up. I don't know, I guess it's up to you, but whichever one you like to point or flex, whichever one tickles your fancy. I'm going to move back just a little bit. There we go. All right. Breathe right here. Find your strength in this leg. Pretend you are standing this way with this foot on another wall. So this leg is just as strong as this one. Take your left hand next to your right pinky, or your left pinky toe, excuse me, your left one. And we're going to open up our hips and raise that right arm up. Try and look up to your hand. If not, look forward. Look down, look wherever is comfortable for you, and hold. This is a really challenging one for me. I hope you can see me shaking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your right hand back down, square up the hips, slowly go back into your lunge. Whew, nice. And we're going to go back down into downward dog. Before then, let's go back to plank. Do our down upward dog first. Breathe a little bit here. Then downward dog. I saw a little trick on Alo Yoga when I was doing one of their sequences. They said to point your heels outward and bring your toes inward when you're doing downward dog. That way it gets a little bit of a different sensation in the calves, especially if you're really flexible back there. Makes it a little bit more different for you. All right, so let's go straight into plank. We're going to go ahead and put our right leg through between our hands, and we're going to sit straight up, okay? Now, straighten this leg, the front leg. Now what we're going to do is we're going to slowly work our way down into our low lunge, okay? So we're going to work a little bit on our tushies, a little bit on our quad, and our core as well, because we're going to have to stabilize really well. So, this is a good opportunity if you want to do weights as well. So, hands on the hips or straight by your side. When I say go, you are going to go down a little bit at a time, okay? Just like this. Till we get to the bottom, we're gonna hold it and then do it again, okay? All right, straighten both legs and go. So bend a little bit in the leg. Down again. And down again. So you should be pretty deep right now, about 90 degrees. And down once more, really deep. There we go. All right, bend yourself over, bring your heels together, and drop down. Nice hamstring stretch here. If you want to add the shoulders in, all right, let's go back, top of the lunge on the other side. Straighten both legs, and let's go. Bend a little. And down, more. Hold it. Really bring your hip forward like this. Keep this all strengthened right in here. Down more. You should be at a 90-degree angle with that front foot. If you need to rest your hand here just a little bit, you can. But I would recommend you just let your legs do the work. Down, really low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come up and bend forward in a forward fold. That was hard. I'm really sweaty. All right. Keeping that fold for a few more breaths. You can grab onto your big toes and pull yourself in just a little bit more. Really keep the weight on the toes, the balls of the feet. Relax the neck. All right, so let's go ahead and stand up straight. The next sequence is going to be a little bit more strength, and then we're going to go into more relaxing stretching after this. So keep up with me, okay? All right. So we are going to start with doing a little bit of some squats, okay? So start with your feet about almost to the width of your mat, but just a little bit in. Okay, so we're gonna just go down into a nice low squat. And we're gonna hold this position for just a little bit. I used to not be able to do this at all. I'm really happy that I'm able to hold it. All right, and then we're gonna squat back up. Stop here. And we're gonna teeter in our feet just a little bit. Now that your feet are gonna be directly under your hips, we're gonna squat down again. And you can have your hands out in front of you like this and squat back up. Do that one more time. Teeter your feet in a little more. And down again. And up. If this bothers your knee, go ahead and keep your legs wider, okay? I'll show you right here. So this is where we're at right now. So I'm going down into a squat and up. Now let's teeter them even closer. So they should be about touching. So it's going to be like almost when you almost do a chair pose. That's where your feet want to be at this point. We're going to go down. Try your best to get your bottom, your hamstrings on your calves. Stand up. Do it again. Good. 2 more times. Woo! Good job, you guys. Find your way back on your mat. Let's do some downward dog again. Take a little break. Let's take 5 breaths here. Go ahead and teeter the feet if you'd like. Wiggle the hips around. This is a nice one I like to do. Just kind of move your hips in a circle. Very nice. Alright, go down onto your knees. Let's do a couple cat-cow stretches. So let's go upward, arched back, and into cat. Breathe into cow. Breathe out to cat. And then we'll go to a neutral spine, just like that. All right, so bring your knees to the outer corner of your mat. Fold your toes down. We're gonna do a nice little pelvic bowl stretch or little mobility work. So we're gonna take our hip to the outer corner to the right. Move your body over, and we're gonna go up and then to the left, pushing to the edges of that pelvic bowl and really trying to get those hips nice and mobile. All right, let's go the other way. There's no set number that you need to do. Just do what feels comfortable and make sure you keep it even on both sides. We're going to do one more. All right, perfect. All right, everybody. Hope you're doing well so far. So go ahead and get in a wide stance. We're going to do the goddess pose, but we're going to do a little bit of some pulsing with it so we can get our legs worked just a little bit. And we are going to add a little bit of arms as well. So go ahead and get wide as comfortable, as wide as your hips can allow. You're going to bend right low into your squat. And I'm going to bring my arms out directly to the side. And as I twist, as I twist my hands upward like this, I'm going to do some pulses, okay? And we're gonna all do that together. Okay, find your stance, get down in your goddess pose. Let's hold this for about 5 seconds. Get comfortable, get in your groove, add the arms, and we're gonna pulse for 15. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Straighten your legs. That was really hard, you guys. Good job. To stretch a little bit after that, bring your feet together. Hand on the one of your hands on the side and side stretch. Sorry you can't see all of me in the camera. That's what you get for having ghetto videos. And other side. Good job. Let's do it again. Find your stance. Get in your position. Bend at the knees and we'll hold. Find your groove. Make sure your stomach is all and your hips are being pushed forward. You don't want the legs to do all the work. Add the arms. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, keep going, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and up, and side stretch. Good job, you guys. And other side. Where's your breathing? Are you focusing on each body part individually, or are you using your body as one unit? That's what you have to think about. So firstly, find your stance. Then we bend our knees. Get into the groove. Make sure every part is aligned. And then add the arms. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. 10. Keep going. 11, 12. Feel the burn. 14, 15. This is going to be a nice close to our yoga today. So what I'm going to have you do, we're going to start off with just a simple hamstring stretch. Go ahead and put your right foot in front and bend your left knee and put that heel right into your groin. Flex the foot, your right foot, and make sure that your hips are squared, okay? We're going to reach forward and hold for about 30 seconds, and then we'll switch and begin. The key with this is to keep your back straight as possible. You want to reach beyond your foot. So it's good to imagine I'm looking beyond my foot, and you can try to imagine bringing your chest to your quad. So you want to keep that connection there. If you want to bend a little bit, you can. If you want to bend and straighten to get a little bit more movement, you can. But the main thing is to just breathe. All right, let's switch to the other leg. Left leg straight out in front of you, heel to the groin, flex the foot, and begin. Stretch into it. You'll notice that one leg is more flexible than the other. I think that's pretty normal, actually. Mind your breathing. And release. All right, let's stretch our hips out just a little bit. So, a great hip stretch is we're going to go ahead and bring our left knee upward and our right knee goes straight back. The goal of this one is to get this upper leg here at a 90-degree angle, but I'm not quite there yet, so I'm going to go where I feel that it's beneficial for me. So get in that position and try and really stretch into it by breathing deeply, allowing the stretch to do its job. All right, let's do the other leg. Put your left leg straight back behind you. Bend the right knee. And come up onto the top of your hips. And stretch into it, pushing the hips towards the ground. And then you just breathe. And release. Let's go ahead and do a wide hamstring stretch. Go as wide as you feel comfortable. You're going to go ahead and grab both of your big toes and pull yourself in. You can also hold the outside of your ankle or the inside. I like grabbing my big toe. And relax the neck and really just let yourself hang. And breathe. And release. We're going to stretch a little bit of our upper body now. We're going to do a nice tricep stretch. Bring one of your arms up behind you, bend at the elbow, and you're going to pull with the other arm. And hold and breathe. And release. Let's do the other arm. Bend at the elbow, pull with the other hand, and breathe. And release. Well, that is the end of my yoga sequence. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some sweat in there as well as some relaxation. And I hope it got you some energy for the day. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.